place that set the standard for Vegas fitness. Then came Northwest, near Summerlin, sharing the Fit Club gym culture and vibes across Las Vegas. And the crown jewel, Henderson, a cutting-edge space designed for bodybuilders, competitors, and anyone chasing their best self. Fit Club Las Vegas, now with 3 locations.
You know what that means?
Clap some ass.
I'm not taking that out. I'm fucking leaving that one.
DJ, what's going on, man?
What's going on with
I'm
you
so
guys?
glad you left Arizona this one at 6 a.m. just to come to our podcast.
That's right. That's right. Just to see you guys.
Well, you're used to this stuff. I mean, we're watching you all the time on. Yeah. You went from bodybuilder to. What do you call yourself? Do you call if I call you a podcaster? Is that like
no? I'm not a
podcast.
I'm not even a.
Wait. You're a podcaster.
I know.
Yeah, but no, we're not podcasters. No. We just have a podcast, just something just on the side.
Show promoter, supplement owner.
Yeah. Show promoter. You know, do supplements, but show promoter is my main focus. To be honest.
Talk a little bit about that. You had a crazy. We just had Arizona. We were talking about Germany.
Yeah,
running a show in Germany. Plus in the U.S. You still doing a show in Arizona?
Yeah. It's 14. This is okay. Since 2014. Yeah.
Did you ever imagine when you were competing that you'd be promoting on the other side to the level that you're at?
No, because I had no idea what promoting was all about until.
What was your first opportunity you got to, was a show in Arizona your first?
Yeah, I tried to get a show in Arizona since 2012, I think. And back then, you remember Miles?
Miles, he's running it, yeah.
He was running it. There was 3 shows. It was all his shows. And he said, Arizona is, for the size of Arizona, 3 shows is the max and blah, blah, blah. And then I remember, I think Flex Lewis got a show somewhere at one point. He did a show somewhere, right?
And he did one in Tennessee.
So yeah, exactly. And then I
Knoxville, I think, yeah.
So I called Jim. I said, Jim, wait a minute, man. I can't get a show.
Yeah.
I said, do I have to come from out of the country to get a show? And then he said, I guess he sent Miles a message and said, yeah, work with DJ. So then,
what do you like most about the promoting side? Because obviously you're giving a platform for all these divisions. I want to talk a little bit about that because we came from the bodybuilding side. It was the only thing. Pro cards, like I know you chased that pro card and it was like one winner.
Yep. I mean, one card.
You won USA, which was the overall.
98.
Yep.
It's all
98.
Changed, yeah.
First year with the first super heavies. I was the first super heavy champ.
I didn't know it was super heavy.
That was the first one. Yeah. Because I remember the Nationals, 6 months prior, was in Dallas. It was the heavyweight was the heaviest one. I remember because I weighed in there at 215. And at the USA's, I weighed in at 232.
You blew up quick, went up fast.
I lost it. I lost the weight.
They didn't have super heavy when you did they?
No.
Just heavyweight. I didn't know.
96.
I didn't know that.
I did the border states before the Nationals.
That's right.
And I was 226. And then I just, I didn't know what I was doing. So I kept dieting. And I knew I was going to go to the Nationals 2 weeks later. I think 2 weeks. And I ended up stepping on scale 215. So I just over dieted. Because I didn't know what I was doing.
You were in Thailand though, right? Then
Thailand, yeah. I came in from Thailand. Yeah. I was all by myself. I didn't even know that the Border States Classic, the 2 weeks before the Nationals, I didn't even know that was the qualifier for the next year. So not for the 2 weeks later, because the deadline has already passed. So they said, all right, he's here from Thailand, just let him go. So they gave me kind of like, the okay to, so I had to book myself a flight there. I remember the event hotel was completely fully booked. I had to find a hotel. I'd never been to Dallas. I had no idea what the fuck I was going, to be honest. And I just made it to Dallas. And like I said, I was 215. And I remember John Lindsay was looking at Don Long and told Don Long, I said, take this guy to the store so he eats something. I remember Don Long back then. He drove me to the supermarket and so I was able to buy some food. Yeah, and I got on that stage and I placed 4th. I beat Palumbo, that's for sure. 215 Palumbo.
4th the year I won too, yeah.
Palumbo weighed in at 260 or something, 268. Tell Palumbo. Yeah, I beat his ass.
All right, take 2. Hey guys, if you have not heard, I've launched my own TRT clinic. TRT Kingdom is now live. And if you'd like to schedule on consult or get more information, make sure you guys go over, check it out, and let us see how we can help with your health needs.
Click the link below.
Say click the link below.
Okay. Click the link below.
That's going on a reel.
But coming from Thailand, like, talk a little bit about.
I'm not from Thailand.
I know.
Okay, but you know what? Did you see Fuad's podcast that I had with him? Fuad thought I was Filipino. I said, are you telling me? I said, Fuad, are you telling me all these years you know me? I said, all the fucking years you know me, you thought I was half Filipino? I said, how do you get to the Philippines? I'm
From Thailand?
In Thailand.
It's like a 4-hour flight apart. They're not even close. I fly to Philippines.
Yeah,
Monday.
he didn't know. And I remember
Dude,
back
your body's not built like a Filipino.
back
You're a
then,
Filipino who speaks German.
back then there was a few people that thought that I was half Thai just because I lived there.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, coming from Thailand. Jay, you were saying,
Let's get back to this. How did you get to Thailand?
oh, that's an easy one. I can tell you exactly. I was in school. I had a guy sitting next to me in school. He German, but his dad, he owned a hotel in Pattaya. I didn't know. For me back then, everything in Asia was China. I didn't know.
That's how most people still are, though.
Yeah. I swear, I didn't know that there was Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, all that. For me, it's all Chinese. So I was never interested. And he always invited me when the summer school student break. He said, come to Thailand. I never wanted to go. So at one year, it was 1990, January 1990. I told my best friend, I said, fuck it, let's just buy a ticket and we go. We had no idea where we were going. So I told him, we coming. He said, somebody's going to pick us up from the airport. We took this.
This is before cell phones or anything, so you just landed, you're screwed.
There was nothing. So we flew to Thailand, Philippine airline.
Oh, what a coincidence.
From Frankfurt to Bangkok. And then we coming out, and this guy picks us up that didn't speak a word of English. And now I had no idea how far Pattaya is from Bangkok. That was back then. There was no
freeway,
no road. Yeah, it was all like sandy roads like this. 5-hour drive. So after like 40 minutes, I'm like, hey man, where's this dude taking us? It didn't look like we're going anywhere. It was there was nothing.
Yeah.
And like 2 hours in, I'm like, hey man, something ain't right. But 3 hours in, I was like, I think I'm going to have to knock him out, man. I said, we got to do something because he's not going where we're supposed to go. I didn't know how long. And I couldn't call and say,
no,
hey.
You're just in the back seat.
So literally like 4.5 hours later, I'm like, I was worried. All of a sudden I see some houses and then all of a sudden I see some palm trees. I was like, oh, we get somewhere. And then he dropped us off at the hotel. So my friend was waiting there. So now I still had no idea where I'm at. So first thing I told him, I said, listen, I need some Thai money. I said, all I got was Deutschmarks back then. It wasn't even, there was no euros. I think it was Deutschmarks. So he said, yeah, we'll take you down to the money exchange kiosk they had them everywhere. So we went down there.
I know where this is going.
Yeah. This was, it was awesome. So we went down in the car. We drove there in the car, right? So there's this little kiosk or like little exchange booth. And right across the street, literally like 20 steps, there's this huge bar, open bar. And there was like, 100 girls, all in bikinis, right? So I didn't pay attention. I said, I'm going to change my money. As soon as I got out, all them girls were like, hey, sexy man, handsome man. And I'm looking over there and all these girls like, they do it like this. Come here. Come here. Means like this. Not like this, like this. And I'm looking at this and all of them. I'm looking in the car and I told my boy, I said, I don't know about you, but I'm the shit here. I said, I didn't know everybody's the shit.
And Dennis never came back.
All right, so you exchanged the money and how much?
So I exchanged the money. I went straight across the street. I lost it all. They had this stupid fucking game. I don't know. I don't remember the name. What's the name of the game where you got yellow and red and you got to get 4 in one row?
Checkers. It's like
They fucked me all over that place. So, that's how I, got introduced to Thailand. At night, they took me out. We went to a bar and then a club. And I had a hard time understanding. I had to ask my German friend. I said, is she pretty or ugly? I don't know. Tell me.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell the difference between a good-looking one and the ugly one. So that was my first year in Thailand. And
Were you like blown away by how cheap things were, and like your exchange must have been crazy coming from
back then? Was I remember for I think it was 1,000 marks or 100 marks. We didn't really talk thousands back then. It was like 40. So 1 mark was like 40. And it even went as high as 50 and 50, 55 at one point in the 15 years that I was there. So right now it's down to 32. But yeah, everything was cheap. And it was just, I don't know, they were still nice back then, you know. And there was no Russians back then. There was no Indians. The only Indians that were there were just the ones that, you know, those tailors, get you the suits.
So were you just hooked as soon as you like, I need to live here? Or
Not really. It took a couple of days, you know.
Couple days. Not years, days.
We have to keep in mind, I had a ticket. I had a return flight 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
You know, after like 3-4 days. My boy is so stupid. He came with me. It was so stupid. You know, we went out the first night and, you know, and then we understood that, hey, if you like a girl, you could just take her back, man. It's cheap. So, and there was, I think it was the second night. My boy took a girl back to the room. We stayed at the same hotel. We had 2 bungalows right next to each other. And the next morning we had a trip planned to go to the island on the boat. So we wake up at 8 a.m. We go for breakfast. I said, hey, come on, where's the girl? Oh, he said, let her sleep. I was like, let her sleep. You know the bitch fucking 3 hours.
Yeah.
Rob you.
He let her sleep. He said, yeah, let her sleep, dummy. So we went to the island. We came back and everything was gone but his passport. Everything.
At least
gone.
they left that.
The only thing he left the passport so he can get the hell up.
This is in the 90s because you see this stuff now in Vegas going on.
January 1990.
Oh my gosh. Like, so this has been like tradition.
Yeah.
So when you got to Thailand, were you already bodybuilding?
No, not at all.
Wow.
I bodybuilded one time when I think I was 18. Mm-hmm. I trained for 6 months and I competed as a junior, 2 shows. Mm-hmm. And back then, since I'm not German citizen, I couldn't go to the nationals. So I stopped. So I trained from 85 to 86. So from October to March or something like, I can't remember exactly. And then I didn't do nothing until 1992. 1992, I was already in Thailand for 2 years having a good time in the strip clubs. Not strip clubs, they call them go-go bars. So I had a good time every night, you know. And then there's these guys from Germany, from Sweden, they come in tank tops and walk around at night like this, you know. And I'm like drunk. I'm like, hey, man, to look like this, it'd take me 3 months. I knew I had the genetics. I really knew it. And then we literally shook hands and we bet $100 that I can look like him in 3 months. That's how I started lifting weights in Thailand in a little hole in the wall. And I followed these guys, so I really didn't really know what I was doing back then. That's how it all started. And literally a year later, a year and 6 months later. So I started March 92. I started training in October 93. I'm on stage in England at the Universe. That was literally my
So you're
my
competing
first
in
show.
NABA?
Yeah, I won the Universe in 95. I did the first one in 93. 94, I got second. And then in 95, I won the show. That was my thing.
We don't just fight insurance companies, we train for it. If you want results, get a lawyer that puts in the work. 107. Do you trust a lawyer that doesn't train? 102. Or a lawyer that quits when it gets tough. Pacific West Injury Law. We're built to win.
But you already, like, you have crazy genetics. I mean, everyone's,
Yeah,
we always said even, I used to joke, even Mel just walked out the door, but I said, DJ still looks unbelievable. Even when you're, like, I'm not even trained in months, you know? You don't even train legs anymore, do you?
No, I don't train. I only train when I'm home, and I'm not home a lot.
You like Phil. Phil's the same way. Like, Phil's like, oh, I haven't really worked out that
We were with Phil in Germany, and they pose, and you look at Phil, and you're like,
Yeah.
you know, in 6 months, you could probably get ready and go do the Olympia.
But you know, when you stop in your 40s, even late 40s, it hangs on.
Yeah.
It took me 10, 12, 13 years to start losing the size. And that's only because I stopped eating.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have the appetite.
Yeah, yeah.
If I would eat 5 meals a day, I would be back to 240. Easy.
How did you choose Arizona as like your place now
Florida was supposed to be the place. And I have an aunt.
Because I always thought like you were hanging out in California a lot when you're training for a lot of contests. And like, how did you end up liking Arizona?
I didn't even know about Arizona. I was, like I said, the wife is the one that wanted to live in the U.S. So I have an aunt. She's in Florida, and she's a realtor. So we flew over to Florida, and she showed us a couple of houses, Pimple Pines, in that area. And I liked one, and it's like, I can see us buying this one. It was $400,000. It was a nice house. And then we went for dinner with my aunt, and then we was talking, and my aunt mentioned hurricanes at one point. And so my wife is like,
no way,
in her accent, what hurricane? What hurricane? What did hurricane? So I said, that's a bad storm.
Natural.
She said, and then she asked me, she said, what am I going to do if there's a storm and you're not home? I said, I don't know. So she didn't want to go to Florida no more. She got scared. So I remember Troy Alves, who I know.
Of course, yeah.
He said, why don't you come check out Arizona? Because, I wanted to look for something that's not cold. And that's when we went. I went there by myself, actually. I stayed a couple of days, and I just rented the house for 6 months. I remember I paid up front for 6 months. And then I just moved everybody over there from Germany. I said, we'll see. If we like it, we'll stay. If not, we'll leave.
I mean, you spent a lot of time in the Middle East, and I mean, obviously Thailand's like super hot, right? I mean, humid. I remember seeing used to see all the videos of you guys training out there. I mean, I feel like you were kind of the pioneer of bringing all those guys, given the opportunity to travel to Asia and to Middle East also.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, you were the original. Talk a little bit about that Oxygen Gym thing. And who was the first one you brought over, and what was it for?
Oh, shit. I don't even remember.
Was it like Dexter or was it
No,
Melvin
I don't think
or
I ever
Dennis Wolf?
I think the first time.
I was always kind of like, damn, I'd like to go.
What's
How
the
come he
first
doesn't
one?
invite me to come over there?
They asked you. They told me they asked you, but they said you asked for $20,000. So he said, I guess they have it, but they don't want to pay it, I guess. Because I remember that was a conversation. I was like,
think that's
why don't you ever bring
unreasonable, or-
Jay? Huh? No, you were Mr. Olympia. I said,
I bet you they paid 20 now.
I remember saying, I said, no, I remember saying, I mean, he's Mr. Olympia. Let him.
Like if you were going to go to the Middle East now, I mean, you'd probably charge a lot of money to go there.
Get
Yeah,
20.
yeah, but there was nothing wrong with me. But that was, from what I heard, that was the reason why. But then again, they had Ronnie over there when he was Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure they paid the same.
But what was the whole, like, because that was before it really became the big thing.
I had a lot of connections to the Middle East through Thailand, because a lot of Middle Eastern guys, they go vacation in Thailand too. And so I met guys, and I remember I went to Bahrain a few times. I went to UAE, but not Dubai, but I went to Iraq, Fujairah. I did guest posings everywhere. And then I remember that the royal family from Bahrain, something Salman Al Khalifa, they tried to hire me to train their national team. So what they wanted to do is they wanted to create their team. That's how they work in the Middle East. They have national teams. Mm-hmm. And they wanted to send them all to me in Thailand to train them, to prepare them for whatever, I think it was the Asian Games or...
Did you own a gym there? Or
Yes,
okay.
Yes. So it wasn't not the Asian Games, something like Southeast Asian Games or Middle East, whatever games. And then, so I told them, I said, listen, I know we can do that, but where are they going to stay? So they asked me if I can find for them apartments and stuff. I said, yeah, I can do all that, but it's going to cost money. Mm-hmm. So they gave me literally a contract, and they promised me a good amount of money, which was okay for me to do it. And then I went and made reservations for apartments for these guys. It's like, I remember exactly, but it was like 10 apartments. So I had to put down a deposit. So I asked him, I said, listen, guys, send me the deposit that I have to put down because, he said, oh, don't worry about it. Just pay it. We'll add that to the money that we owe you. And he said, I remember saying, my word is good as gold. That's what I was told. My word is good as gold. That's like, okay. Of course, they didn't show up, and they said, oh, you have to postpone this and postpone that. Then I did it again for the next date. It was 2 or 3 times the same situation. And then I said, then they sent me a it was an email, I guess, where they wanted me to sign a paper that I received the money. He said, we need this so we can get it from the
government
sport minister. I said, I'm not signing the paper that I got the money. So that means you're going to get the money, but you're not going to give it to me. So I didn't trust him. And of course, nothing happened. I lost my deposit and I was done with the Middle East. So now here comes Bada and messages me out of the blue. I didn't know who it was. I had no idea. I said, oh, I'm so-and-so Kuwait, Oxygen Gym. And I was so rude, writing back. I said, send me some money, then we can talk. I was done. And he sent me the money. That's how I got to meet him. And we had
started bringing everybody over there.
Yeah,
The original Oxygen.
I had a real good relationship.
The original one we went to.
The original one is the first one is
Yes.
yeah,
Trained at-
Adelia. Adelia, yeah.
We trained at the original, and then that last one that was like 5 stories, we went there before it opened.
Yeah,
that
that's,
was 20.
Good question. How big was bodybuilding over there at that time?
They didn't know what bodybuilding was.
And I feel like, we went, what year we go?
16.
Yeah, and it was just, I couldn't
I was
believe it.
there.
Friday night in the gym.
Yeah.
And it was
It's like a nightclub.
Yeah.
like people don't go to nightclubs, they go to the gym there.
Yeah, because they have no nightclubs.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, if you want to go, you want to listen to music, you go to TGI Fridays.
Well, listen, Cormier lived there for a while, so we know there was something going on.
no. TGI Fridays.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was there 2005. From 2005 on, they didn't know how to spell bodybuilding back then.
Are you kind of, are you surprised on what it's become at this point?
No, because Bada had a vision. He literally had a vision, and we sit down. We were real close for 10 years. All that went to shits because of Rami for whatever reason. I still don't know to this day. And his vision was to be the Joe Weider of the Middle East.
Do you think that's still what he's working as?
I think he lost it a little bit lately in the last couple.
So you
years.
think his focus is more the gym business and
It's all for him. It's always only the business.
how many oxygens they have?
I don't know.
They're
Few.
all
He just
quite a few.
opened a new one in Dubai.
The
But
Dubai one,
for him, it's
Abu Dhabi.
strictly business. He don't really care about bodybuilding, to be honest. It's just a way of making money for him.
Hey, bro.
It's just
That's the mailman. He likes to come talk to us.
it's just a way of making money for him. It's a business. He's a businessman, and he's a good businessman when it comes to that. Because he comes from shisha places, a hubbly bubbly place. That's how
Really?
he made his money. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, we had a great relationship, Kuwait, and I brought everybody. I think I started with Draw Elves, Melvin, Brent
Okay.
Warren, Johnny Jackson, Dennis Wolf. You name him, I brought him. Kai Green.
Yeah.
I remember when the first time I brought Kai, that was a funny story too. He said, can you bring Kai? Can you bring Kai Green? Kai Green, I need Kai Green. So I brought Kai, I called him. I said, Kai, man, can you go to Kuwait? He said, Kuwait? I said, yeah, man, we'll do what? Just to train there, just hang out. And he didn't even ask me about money. You know what he asked me? He said, are they going to pay for my food?
That's typical.
I'm sure that bill is a lot.
Hey, I swear to God, the Bada texted me or he called me at one time. They go to TGI Fridays and he was ordering plates after plates, and then he ordered more plates to take back to the room. So I didn't know that this was a thing for him, food. He was worried people not covering his food.
I remember we went to this restaurant in New York with him, and he ordered this steak, and it was like a loaf of bread. It was like this thick. He
Rolly
the
ate a
whole
lot when
thing.
we went with Botter that night. Remember Rolly showed up?
Oh, yeah, at that restaurant.
Rolly ate a lot.
There was another story where we were talking about, and Kai ate 5 pounds of cashews, a whole thing.
Yeah, I believe it because I know he can eat. I don't know if it's still the same. Probably not. I mean, everybody slows down. Do you eat this much?
No, I ate a lot less now.
Yeah. How many meals you get in?
4.
Still?
Yeah.
Yeah, you good. I don't.
I still work out.
Sometimes
I still love training. We were just talking about his genetics, right? I used to call him and be like, dude, DJ's, he's like, he's natural. I'm like, there's no way he's natural. So I'm like, but you're probably natural. I was just telling him at breakfast, I'm like, everyone thinks I'm like on all this stuff. And it's like, I'm slimmed down now. And I used to call him about you and be like, dude, you see DJ, how good he looks, man? Like,
that's a natural DJ.
that's crazy.
Yeah. I'm taking HCG right now.
That's right, you are.
So
See if I can bring my balls back.
So DJ,
Messing for like 20 years.
so talk about the German culture. Now you promote how many shows in Germany now,
Got
including
14, 15.
in a lot amateur pro. How many pros versus amateurs?
No, it's all amateur shows. It's mostly amateur shows, pro qualifiers. Though.
Okay.
We do pro events. FIBO's doing a pro event. Then we had Offenbach, the European champion.
So how much time are you spending there now since you're so entangled in all that?
Okay, so now I would say 3-4 months a year.
And your family still, you still have family there?
My brothers, my sister, my parents, both. They just had 60th anniversary, August 25th.
And so you do stay with them often when you go?
Yeah. My parents' house,
What area is it?
It's like Heidelberg.
Okay.
You ever been to Heidelberg?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's about 40 minutes from Frankfurt.
Okay, yeah. We've landed in Frankfurt a couple of times. I just usually would train there, which everyone says. Now Urs says you can't take the train. It's too late all the time. But he's close to...
Urs is close to me.
there.
Yeah, he's about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe even less, yeah.
So you're going back, you're promoting these events.
Mm-hmm.
Are you surprised at how recognizable like your career has been now, like your reputation and who you became? Because, you know, as a bodybuilder, right, you've done great things, right? You chased the Olympia title, you know, obviously won some shows, but was there ever that mindset of like, what am I going to do after? Am I going to stay in bodybuilding? I know you do some coaching. I know, you know, like I said, you work in the supplements, but are people recognizing you as a promoter, or are they looking at your career as being one of the craziest, like uncrowned Mr. Olympia,
freakiest physiques ever?
Yeah.
I mean, even though I'm not German citizen, you know, I kind of, you know, represented Germany also along with Marcus and Dennis Wolf afterwards. But before Marcus, it was me and Marcus, you know, and, you know, and since I was born and raised there, you know, you don't have to have the citizenship to feel I'm half German. There's no denying.
You speak German, you speak
half
English,
Filipino.
Yeah.
German is my first language. Thai.
Okay.
You know, but not. I couldn't.
Why can't you speak Filipino?
Yeah,
no, it's called
I don't speak
Tagalog.
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 Yeah.
Speak Filipino. It's Tagalog. Tagalog.
You should know this. This guy's like an encyclopedia. He knows every language, every country.
We used to always go to the Philippines for our visa runs. When we needed a re-entry, we go to the Philippines for the long weekends.
I lived in Hong Kong for 2 years, and you could go. You get 90 days when you come through. So every time I go to Macau or Philippines or China, you could literally cross for 1 hour and come back 90 more days.
Yeah.
So I lived there for 2 years. Just
no visa.
Going. And you could book flights back then. I'd look on like Tiger Airways or Jetstar, $19.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to the Philippines. Grab your backpack.
Yeah.
Just go hang out for 2 days.
Are you surprised how explosive bodybuilding's become in Germany now?
Always been this way. They always. Do you remember when you go to the FIBO and you understand how much they appreciate?
You know, but the younger generation is really getting into it now. Also.
Because we have the younger generation, people like Urs, and you know, just that's exactly what the sport needed. Not only in Germany, I think worldwide. I think Urs.
Germany, how many people? 80 million?
60 million? 80 million? It's a good amount.
Yeah.
50 is what I remember.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't looked it up in a while.
Yeah. Anyway, so Urs is the one that's carrying the sport right now.
I got a random question when you're talking about Germany.
Yeah.
If the Olympia was in Germany, how would it do?
It doesn't matter how many people, it will sell out. Not only Germans, but
I was surprised. Like they put a seminar together like a few years ago, and I was like kind of questioning, like, guys, like, can we sell 500 seats?
Oh.
And they're like, Jay, you kidding? And I'm like, you know, because here, right? You say, I'm going to do a seminar. Like, you're concerned if, like, can I sell 200 tickets?
You got to let them in for free.
Yeah.
Make sure the chairs are full.
What are you giving me?
Yeah. No.
I feel like it's just, everyone is just so much more passionate, but you expanding and putting all these shows together, are you seeing the numbers? And I know you throw out some of the, like, you have a bunch of people competing in these shows, right? I mean, they're packed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the numbers, you see the athletes' numbers are going up now, even in the regional shows, you know. So there was a phase where, you know, because we had obviously the other IFBB Federation was still there. It's been there for 100 years. And, you know, we literally had to take over everything, you know. And now we at a point where every regional show has a good amount of competitors. And, you know, we have 3 pro qualifiers a year, coming off of just one. You know, and it's growing. It's growing.
Do you feel like your social media presence has helped a lot with the expansion? Because I feel like you kind of adapted to the times. Like we were magazine guys.
Yeah.
and I still feel like you're now on the media side.
Yeah.
You've been involved with the Olympia, and like you have your own show, and I know you have a couple different versions of your show, right?
Yeah.
You do Muscle and Fitness, or right? Is it Muscle and Fitness and
The podcast.
yeah?
Yeah. It goes,
But you have different.
it's on the Muscle and Fitness YouTube channel.
Okay, but you.
Yeah.
I thought you had different podcasts, like
No. That's just
Oh,
the
okay.
the Muscle and Fitness YouTube channel. It's the Menace podcast, but they put it on
Okay.
the Muscle and Fitness YouTube.
Do you like doing that stuff?
Yeah, it's fun.
What do you like about it?
It's basically what we do when we don't have microphones and cameras around us. We
Shooting
sit
this.
there, we talk. It's the same conversation, and that's why I said, listen, because when we talk, we forget the cameras. You know, you forget, and I like that. You know, this is a normal talk. If I'm on the phone with Milos, it's a 45-minute talk.
You drill
So we
these
can-
guys sometimes. You actually get frustrated. I can see, and you're like, dude, shut up.
Because I know, you know.
I see it all the time. I used to love watching your Sunday morning lives.
Oh, by the way, I'll bring him back to Sunday Fun Days.
I
I will bring him
I
back.
literally would sit there and watch. You ever see him on a Sunday? Like,
It's been a while.
lets the guys come on and
Yeah.
he critiques their physiques and
I keep
and
it
he
real.
straight. He tells them straight out. He's like, bro, like, what are you doing? You know?
I tell him, yeah, that was, you know how that started? COVID. You locked me up at home. I got to do something.
You were
I gotta
every
talk to-
Sunday you had it, which was amazing to me.
During
'cause-
COVID, I almost did it almost every day.
Why'd you stop?
I don't know.
Busy.
I don't know. Yeah, sometimes.
Travel.
It's like you had fun with it though.
I want to bring it back though, because people are asking for it. But then again, you get the other side of me. So now, there you get me. You know, I'm saying what I'm okay. What's I'm gonna keep.
I know, but that's what I think I've always admired most about your personality is you're abrasive in a positive way, if that makes sense. And it sounds really bad, right? Like you,
No, you
you
just
get you. There's
want
no,
to
there's no
not get
like
shit on.
you. This is what you're getting.
Yeah, yeah. What you see is what you get. That's
So
all I-
you're always honest. You're like you're going to tell it. Hey, this is. You're not going to sugarcoat it.
It's
Okay.
German in me.
Okay.
And I know both. I know the American side and I know the German. My German side is going to tell you straight without worrying how you feel, what I want to say. And then on the American side, I'll have to think about it. How am I going to word this to not make him
So you
feel
don't get
bad
canceled.
or make him feel bad, because not everybody can take the truth. That's the problem.
I don't think he fears about getting canceled. He's the kind of
I don't
seems
care.
to be-
Cancel me. Cancel what? We're going to cancel.
I
give
feel
a
like
fuck.
you would. I feel like Dennis.
Cancel me. I don't give a fuck.
I feel like Dennis.
There's another reel.
Yeah,
I dare you, cancel me.
I
Try.
feel like you love traveling, though. You traveled. What I've admired too is also your business of bodybuilding. Like you took what you had, and listen, you never had a Mr. Olympia title or Arnold Classic
Never.
Ohio title,
Never.
but you've been able to make a business out of it. What gave you that knowledge or that drive to do that?
I probably learned this in my early years. I grew up different.
Did you admire anyone? Like in our business, did anyone?
Yeah, of course. Bodybuilding for me when it started, I looked up to Lee Haney in the magazines, and then Kevin Lerone, because I
You had
kind of
physique like Kevin.
yeah, and I kind of then I got my S curl and all this. You know what I'm saying? I was like, maybe I can. Because I remember the show I was telling you guys about earlier, the Border States Classic, which was my first show in the NPC. I stepped on that stage, and as soon as I got on stage, people started calling me Kevin.
I could see that.
That's some real shit. I swear. They started Kevin Lerone. And even Kevin, the first time I met him, he told me, I said, yeah, people call me and they told me there's somebody look just like you. It's all close to you, So it kind of like, Kevin was my idol. Still is to this day. So yeah, I looked up to everybody because keep in mind, I'm in Thailand. That's so far away from the center of the sport. That is why I started those pictures online.
I think you
That
were
was the
the
first one.
originator of
I
the
am.
contest picks.
I am. I'm the
King
original.
Kamali will try to say he was, but
Bullshit. King Kamali wasn't even around.
yeah.
That time. No, I was the first one. This is a thing again. This is when you grow up with people that think businesses, there's certain different businesses. Everybody, it doesn't matter, but you can learn from anybody. I said, what can I do to create just a little bit of hype for myself? Because don't nobody know me over there. Yeah. Even though you won the USAs, that's you in for until I got my ass kicked at the Night of Champions the next year. Now I'm out.
I did in my first one.
So I said, what can I do? I said, let me post some pictures. I remember this dial-up. It took 45 minutes to upload a picture.
AOL. Yeah. You have AOL or?
No, it wasn't Thailand. I don't remember what it was. It's too long ago. So, but I uploaded a picture, and I remember the reaction that I got. All of a sudden, people started talking about me. Yeah. You know, it doesn't matter if you deliver or not. What matters is that you're in people's heads.
I know, but you must have thought you were the shit, bro. When you took those pictures, because you were, dude, you wrote the book on being massive. You took pictures with Ronnie Coleman that one year at Milos's gym, and everyone's like, holy fuck, Dennis is as big as Ronnie Coleman, if not bigger.
But I tell you, I didn't really feel that way because you know how it is. You know, no matter what you look like, you always think you're still small. So when I upload these pictures, I'm like, and I send them to Milos. And Milos, you know, can you imagine Milos was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. You're gonna beat Ronnie.
Yeah.
For sure.
So yeah, that's how it started with the pictures, you know, and you know, so I wanted to create a hype, and it worked.
Did you watch to see the reaction of people? Like, because that's what it was on Get Big, right? That's you would post them on Get Big mostly, right?
Oh, me?
Yeah, the original pictures.
We were on Chad Nichols' website too.
Oh,
I remember
Muscle Mayhem.
Muscle Mayhem.
Did he have it in 2000?
Yeah.
I think you were on Get Big though, because everyone used to be like, "You got to see this guy."
I don't know if it was.
You were on Sean Ray's website too, because I
never know he had a website.
He had a board, discussion board.
He was the first one before all them. He had a message board on there, and people.
Yeah, but maybe no, I don't know.
But it was always the same picture, bro. You were always like this or like this.
No, I had a whole. I still got these pictures that I uploaded. So yeah, I don't remember, but Get Big. It could be that we uploaded.
I think it was,
Get
yeah.
Big. And yeah, that was actually it. And then I remember I was telling these guys in Thailand, because when I switched from the NABA to the IFBB, I told everybody back there, I said, 2000, that was, we talked in 96. I tell everybody, in 2000, I'm on the Olympia stage. And they'd be like, yeah, shut up, have another drink. You know what I mean? Like this, and, you know. I got my ass kicked in 99 in New York, and I went to the Ironman 2000. You remember?
Yeah. I wasn't in it, but I remember because you went to the Arnold right after.
Exactly. And they told me if I placed top 6, because I didn't get an invite for the Arnold. I don't even know if I asked for it. I think Milos did.
Did you get second?
No. I got 7.
Oh.
I got 7th at the Ironman, which was a week before the Arnold. And then, fuck, what are we doing? You know, can you match Milos? Wouldn't take no for an answer. And we tried everything. And, you know, at the end of the day, I'm like, you know, I already bought the cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory, and I had it in the fridge Monday night, Tuesday night. And I was going to eat it on Wednesday. And then Wednesday around noon, we get a call from Peter McGuff. He said, listen, you're in. Get yourself a ticket. So I bought a ticket. We flew to Columbus and placed 4th. Right behind Flex, Chris, and Kevin. It's the first time I see these guys in person, you know. And qualified for the Olympia. 2000, I told my boy, see? That was my thing, you know.
You know, my memories of Dennis were in the Mitsuru video, you had weight boys. And we'd never seen that before.
No boys.
Well, meaning somebody that would take his weights off. That's unheard of in America. And I was like,
I know.
Holy shit, in Thailand, they take your weights off for you?
Yeah, but Matt, I know it looks bad. Like I wanted to help this guy.
Yeah.
Because he worked for me in the gym anyways. So I told him, if you want to make an extra $20 a month, replace my weights. And he wanted to do it. I tried to help him.
That, and I think you had like a pool with like some picture in the bottom of it or something.
That was, you know, picture. No, that was my house. The house
that
I built.
There was something at the bottom of your pool. I
DJ,
see it in the
DJ,
yeah. Had like your neighbors.
Yeah.
He had his name in the bottom of his pool. I remember that. There was a Mercedes out there. I remember this.
How much in US dollars you spent to build that house? Just to give us a perspective on
three something.
Still a lot of money, isn't it?
It is, but I'm sure.
A nice house.
It was because my wife's sister, her husband, he's like a contractor. Right?
Okay.
And he had like 100 people, staff working for him, but he didn't have as many, what do you call it? Work, whatever. You know, so he had about 30 or 40 people that he had paid every month here on the payroll, but there's no work. So he said, listen, if you want to just find a place, find a piece of land. We'll build you the house for cost just so I can use these guys and don't pay him for nothing. I said, cool. So I went and bought a piece of land, and then he built that house for me.
So was it tough to leave there, or you were ready to go once the time came?
I mean, there was a different reasons, So it was kind of tough, but I'm glad that it happened this way, because if it wasn't for me leaving and coming to the U.S., I wouldn't.
Where would you be?
I wouldn't even be close to him. I'll probably be somewhere still in the go-go bar, hanging on the fucking pole.
That's what people do, right? I mean,
yeah.
Didn't you go back to Thailand recently?
I was there in July. Yeah.
Was that the first time you went in a
First time in 21 years.
saw that.
I was just there in December
to get there. What's up with that?
Yeah.
I remember when I tracked your flight, it was like over 24 hours, right?
Yeah, but which is normal. Because you have to go from here. Now I'm leaving on next month. I'm going back. I'm staying for 3 months.
Where?
Keep going there.
Thailand,
because I'm trying to find a place that I like again. So I'll see. I'm gonna travel around, and where I like it, I'll stay.
I've been trying to get him there. I went to Bangkok.
You never been there?
No.
I went to Bangkok in December.
My friend moved there for a minute because he was like,
But right now now I can say go, because it's not close to what it used to be. but ask everybody that came to visit me.
I know.
During
Milos talks about it a lot too. Yeah.
Oh, Milos was a fucking. He almost had residence.
Yeah. So DJ, you're obviously involved a ton, with the promotional side, but when you come to these weekends, we're here for the Olympia weekend.
Yeah.
What does it feel like to come every year? Do you get excited, or does it make you reminisce on, your first Olympia was in Vegas?
Yeah.
Mandalay Bay.
The lake, yep.
So, it's migrated around. It's went to Florida. You've had your hands in different opportunities for the contest. I said, you're running the podcast now at the expo. Different era now.
Yeah.
Different guys competing. I mean, we talk about it every year. Is this the best Olympia lineup? Meaning, is it close? I feel like this one is really close with the top 10.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like goes back to the days when Chris and Flex and Kevin and Sean and Nasser, and I felt like any one of those guys could interchange. Is that how you feel the landscape is for open bodybuilding at the moment?
Yeah, I think that.
Are we in the closest range of competition? There's no real leader, is there?
Not really, because they beating each other
back and forth.
Yeah, even this year. So yeah, it's close. I mean, it's not like when Phil was there, or when you were there, or when Ronnie was there, where you say, there's nobody there. Who's going to beat him? You know what I'm saying? So right now, I believe that Samson is superior. If he nails his condition, I think if he's not in shape, I think he's not going to win. So it's up to Samson to be, I think it's his show to lose. And other than that, I think there's potential.
Well, I mean, Derek's hot right now.
Well,
Derek's won a lot of, he won everything this year. Why are we not saying he's the front runner? Just because he didn't win last year?
No, I think because it was close with Nick. I think because just how he beat Samson at the Arnold, and then he almost got beat by Nick 2 weeks later, that.
Are you impressed?
You immediately forget what he looked like 2 weeks prior.
Are you impressed with Nick Walker?
I am completely impressed. I mean, he proved me wrong every single year, and this year I think he made some changes that it's going to be hard to ignore. It's going to be hard to ignore.
We talk about this a lot. Like, if you really break it down, and I feel like you have a really good eye and you're critical, but at the same time you're realistic. Nick doesn't lose a lot of poses. It's just the transition, and people forget about that. I think it's easy for people to watch a show and say, or look at pictures and say, that guy wins, that guy, but they forget it's the transition when you're watching it in person. And I feel like
he's doing a way better job than I did. And I got to give it to him.
You know how important it is for transitions.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could give him advice, which I gave him some, but it's like, he has to be in control all the time, right?
But you've been to Pittsburgh, right?
I'd see Pittsburgh.
You didn't see Pittsburgh. He was completely in control until they kept going and going and going and basically almost forced him to lose it. Because he was, literally, until they did the last call-outs at the confirmation round. So at the finals, they did like 3 back-to-back, and then they made him keep going. And that's when he started.
Do you feel it was justified for Derek to win, or do you think it could have gone to Nick?
I had Nick winning.
Okay.
I had Nick winning without a doubt. All of us, Fuad and Ian, we were sitting right there. We was doing the broadcast. I said we had Nick winning.
Yeah.
It's different when you look at it on screen.
It's easy for us to analyze it on a TV. Yeah.
It was, Derek was just not as good as he was at the Arnold, and his legs were flatter. You know, they were a little downsized even from the Arnold. And Nick, people keep knocking Nick for not having great shape. Listen, if you want to keep it real, and I asked the same question to everybody: who has a smaller waist, Nick or Derek?
Depends on the. I don't know. Depends on the pose.
No, but what?
I'd have to see them next to each other to really make that judgment.
I know
show it to you.
I know what you're talking about when Derek lifts it up, it goes small, but then when he stands normal, they look the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Derek's waist is an issue if he's not vacuuming. Yeah. That's why you never see him without his hands here. There's a reason why he does that. That's the oldest trick in the book. Yep. People with wide waists know that. Everybody did that. I did it too, especially when you start breathing. He would walk out like this from the back on stage. He would never walk like this unless he's vacuum, but you can't hold that vacuum for long. Yeah. So then you have to put your arms back in between poses immediately when he stands from the front. That's there for a reason. And Nick doesn't have to do that. Nick can blow the air out and you can suck it in and you can see his proportions are not bad.
Yeah.
So, symmetry round. Are you in favor, or, I mean, Milos comes on this podcast and constantly, why don't we have the symmetry round anymore? You participated in symmetry rounds, a lot of them. They changed it a little bit.
Yeah, but they still do it. It's just kind of like, they kind of mix it up.
It does. There used to be 4 scores, symmetry.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't mind if they would do it. I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. But I'm okay with the way they're doing it now. If they say we're touching the symmetry, we do the quarter turns. They just do a front double in between and a back double in between. They still do the quarter turns.
So I came from the back of the pack. Ronnie Coleman came from the back of the pack. You went into every Mr. Olympia. Did you think you were going to be compared with the top guys?
Did I think I was going to get compared?
You didn't go to the Olympia hoping you would get 5th or 7th.
Oh, if I said no, I'll be lying. First year, especially, 2000, Chris Lund is the one that made me believe that I was better because I was doing photo shoots before, and Chris said I shot everybody.
He told me. Yeah, I used to show up there. He's like, this Dennis James.
He said I shot everybody. He said, if you're not in the top 6, matter of fact, he said it on video. If you're not in the top 6, I don't know what I'm doing. And of course, I went to my head and I believed it.
I was 8th.
Yeah.
What were you?
11.
We went on the tour after 2000. You remember?
Yeah. I got 11th. Yeah, because shit happens always. It was always. So it was good until I got to the show, and then shit started going bad sometimes.
Is there 7 new guys?
This time 7.
Yeah. 7 debuts. Yeah.
Who out of that 7 do you feel has got the best opportunity to?
It's hard to say. I want to say Urs because.
What about Jordan Hutchinson?
Yeah, I mean,
the list goes on, right?
The problem is Jordan, as good as he is, he's going to have to stand next to guys like Rubiel, and then he's going to, and Urs is a total different body now. So he could he could somehow sneak in as this classic shape, not as big as these guys, not even close.
It kind of confuses you a little bit when you put him next to people, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because it looks good.
I mean, if you look at him by himself in pictures, you'd be like, average bodybuilder, size-wise. But when you put him next to these guys and then you see how he, his shape, I think he can literally.
You think he can be top 10?
I think he can be top 10 easy. I really believe he can be top 10 easy. I have him as high as 6th. I know people call me crazy, but, maybe I'm a little biased anyways.
Were you one of the critics that said he couldn't put on 30 pounds from Classic and be competitive at those shows he did earlier to qualify?
No.
Did you think he would look as good as he did?
I didn't think he was going to be as good as he was, but I thought he was going to be good enough to be top 3.
I know. I think we all thought that, but to walk in
Yeah.
handedly.
I got to say, though, in Germany, Quentin, if they would have given it to Quentin, there would have been no problem.
Did he get 3rd?
Quentin got 2nd.
Oh, okay.
Quentin was good in Germany. But it was soccer stadium, bro. It's soccer stadium. Absolutely fucking flags and horns. And I thought, it's like,
Really?
music is not.
See, I think the 2 guys coming in will be Urs and Behruz that can splash.
Behruz, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Behruz is top 6. I mean, there's no.
He's proven himself on other stages.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that Behruz is in the top 6. And but then again, like I said, I mean, listen, I always said if Rubio, who doesn't have the greatest shape, but if he comes in peeled, what are you going to do with him?
You worked with Rami.
Yeah.
I don't know. Were you coaching him as far as the posing and?
I was doing posing.
The year he won the Olympia, he was
in my house.
Grilled him.
I drilled him.
Did you kill
every
him
day, several times a day?
And did he complain?
Yeah, of course. Of course, but
how did you get in his head this is what you need to do? Because he was so on point. He was first in, last out.
That's exactly what I told him to do. I said, and every time when he wanted to do this at the house, he said, "Oh, not enough." I said, "Another one, another round." He said, I said, "Is that what you're going to tell Steve?"
I know, but is that what it takes?
Yeah, you know what the funny thing was? He probably hated me a couple of times. But I remember when we were sitting on the plane coming back from Orlando, and he looked at me and said, "Listen, now I understand, and now I know what it takes to win the Olympia." I said, "You could have won that thing years ago." I said, "Now you know what you had," because he wanted it 2 times. He called his wife to buy me a ticket. I want to go home. I don't want to die here. I want to die with my kids.
In 2013, he was
First year.
unbelievable.
I thought that was his best look still.
14.
The tiny little waist and the fresh. And
You remember Pittsburgh? Jay's like, "Fuck, I can't believe this guy." And I told everybody, Jay saw him for the first time in Pittsburgh. Up close, backstage. You remember that?
Yeah, man. I was just like,
what the hell's that?
because at that time, he's just talking about Rubio, and I wanted to ask him, do they have the same gene pool or what? Because it's we never seen legs like that. Yeah.
But you see the calves of Rubio? The calves is what gets me.
I mean, not to be but it's almost like fat because he's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
When I saw him in the gym, and I didn't see him, I haven't seen him in condition yet. So I can't imagine what he looked like in condition when he did these shows and won.
Can you imagine if he's in real condition? He would be.
So expectations on him, is he a
bodybuilding?
Is he a top 10 guy in this show?
Rubio. There's 15 top 10 guys. That's the problem. 15 of them that should be in the top 10. So there's going to be 5 that's not going to make the top 10. Same like there's 8 or 9 that should be top.
So 10. do we look at 4 guys as the top front runners still? Is there going to be anyone, or is Martin going to upset that? Is it, we got Nick, Hottie, Derek, and Samson. Are those your top 4 guys on paper leading in?
Yeah, I would say, but like I said,
anything can happen.
Anything can happen. It could be, one of them could be out of the top 5. If Martin made drastic improvements from Pittsburgh and is bigger,
he's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, yeah. Who do you have winning? I want to ask you a specific question, but I need to know how.
I know Samson. We've sit here all year and said the best body in the IFBB is Samson. Mm-hmm. He just needs the tools to fine tuning. Mm-hmm. But I still think Derek's.
Yeah.
because what have you done for me lately, Derek? He beat Samson. I know Samson was, but
They beat him.
I mean, if Derek can come in like he did at the Arnold and come in even a little bit fuller in the legs.
But what about Hadi?
That's where I'm getting to.
So it's hard to, like, you're asking me who do I think can win? That's why I think Nick Walker, if he was sitting here like, guys, stop. I'm winning this thing. I don't want to count him out because.
I know, but he's been saying this for years.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know
look how he looks.
But yes.
Dennis, he's out of control.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's fighting for 1 and 2.
I mean, I think he can be second for sure. But, Hadi has to, like, certain guys have to miss.
Has to be off.
Okay, so if he can be second for sure, so who can he not beat?
Samson or Hadi at their best.
So with Hadi, I don't know. I've been looking at Hadi and I just don't see what I normally see from him in the pictures and videos.
Well,
I could be wrong.
I hate to judge a show. You and we're experts at, like, we think about the critiques we got before a show. Oh, he's this or that,
You didn't get much because there was no pictures.
Yeah, well. I mean, listen, 03, you had a crazy build-up for that Olympian 03, which was the highlight probably of your career. And I mean, you lit up Gold's Gym Venice. There was nothing like it then. I mean, you must have had so much confidence walking into that show because you had a lot of hype.
You know how it is when you know your shit is right.
You were so on point.
When you don't even worry that something can go wrong.
Do you think there's a like once in a lifetime peak that you hit? Do you think that could have been like your all-time best? Where it's like, I feel like 01, I hit it, in 09. Like, those are my years. And if you look at...
You had to choose between 09 and 01.
I think 01 because I was more streamlined. I did the same thing. And that's another question I want to ask you is, like, you always say that you push the envelope and but you can't go backwards. That's the problem.
Right.
So it's like when I was trying to go, when Ronnie left and I was up against like Dexter and Phil Heath, who are smaller, I was like, okay, I got to downsize a little bit. And that was the biggest mistake because, by that, everything already expanded. The waist is wide.
Yeah, it's not coming.
If I don't have the crazy shoulders, the V-taper, like once I lost that, like in 13, like I just didn't have that wow factor because that's what my strong point was. I had to create the X frame that I didn't really necessarily have.
Right.
But the shoulders were crazy. And if the quads were full, it gave me that nice X that was enough to win.
Yeah.
But I think there's 1 or 2 times you get the opportunity to hit your all-time best on the stage. And I'm wondering if you saw, because you might have had one of these overseas events that you won against Cormier or whoever else, that maybe that was, and I didn't get to see that because I wasn't at one of those shows.
There was a few years. I mean, like I always said, for me, I regret chasing size because of Ronnie.
And I did the same.
Yeah. And if I could turn the time back, I would not do it because I had a small waist. From right out the womb, I had a tiny waist. And I literally fucked it up.
You know what's funny, though?
And not controlling it makes it even worse.
People always say, I just want to be a better version of myself. But I think a lot of people lie because they're looking at who's leading the pack.
Right.
And I can tell you being second, I changed my training like Ronnie's. I chased the size game like Ronnie.
Yeah.
I did walking lunges because Ronnie did them.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, if I got to beat this guy, I keep landing second to him. Maybe I can incorporate some of the things he does. T-bar rows and going heavy, loading up the plates. And we all did it.
Yeah. Should have stuck to your guns.
Yeah. So, sometimes, when people say, I just wanted to beat myself from the last time, bullshit. Like, you want to beat the guy in front of you.
You know how it is. You just want to get that condition back from 3 years ago. That's what you're really chasing.
But you did everything right, dude. You were so disciplined.
Yeah, I did everything.
You did your cardio. You did eat your meals. What was the factor? Do you?
What was my? Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't want to say Milos.
Yeah.
No,
that's real.
No, I don't want. No, the factor was that I just did the wrong thing. Just try to get too big. When you're already big, what you trying to get bigger for?
dude, you were being compared to Kevin Levrone.
Yeah.
Not also the look, the body, the triceps.
Yeah.
You had the goods.
Yeah.
If you would have just rode the wave.
Yeah. Shit. 20 years late.
Do you guys think Samson and Derek are doing that? Or Samson and like Nick are doing that? They're getting too big?
Samson, I don't know, because Samson can carry, because he's
got
tall.
he got a lot of area to fill out.
He's tall.
Like
so
Andrew Jack.
I think he's safe. But Nick, I don't know. I mean,
I was way too big by the end. I mean, we talk about that. I mean, Ronnie got too big. Don't you think Ronnie got way bigger than he should?
a little bit. Once, if it starts going.
What about Phil Heath? Same thing, right?
Same thing. And they all had the same issue then. Everybody had the same issue.
Food.
The
only problem
Dexter
is he was the master in keeping that shit in.
But Dexter didn't play the game.
He played it a little bit. He tried, but
Cormier didn't play the game.
get real with Dexter. And Dexter probably tried, but maybe he's not that, he can't get that big. Maybe
I admire him a lot, you know.
Dexter for me is one of the best bodybuilders of all time.
Like literally.
Those wins, he won
Literally.
everything.
Like
Fuck the wins. If you tell me now to put the 5 best physiques in my eyes, Dexter is in there.
For sure.
And he competed nonstop.
Yeah.
How many shows did you ever calculate how many pro shows you did? Because you did a lot too.
39 or 40.
Way more than I did.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Dex was, for me, it was, we came up the same time. We turned pro the same year and everything. And he was there 10 years after I retired.
Americans.
He was still there 10 years after I retired.
And he was still winning.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about that. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, everybody made the same mistake, and the ones that didn't, they couldn't. Chris, who knows? Maybe if Chris would have been more dedicated and he would have put on more size, maybe it would have happened to him too. But not everybody is so dedicated. From day one after the show, I was thinking next show. I was training and I was eating. I was doing everything. I didn't let loose.
Do you still love bodybuilding? Like, do you still?
Yeah, I still love it, but it's. I see it with different eyes right now. I look at it like, I see all these guys dying, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is going in the wrong. Yes, it's going in the wrong direction. I think it's something.
We never had that.
Nobody really died in our era.
I was with Chris Aceto.
Passed out.
I was with Chris Aceto the other day, and I said, we never heard about kidney problems back. Did you hear about them in your era?
No.
And he said, no, never.
No, it's big now. It's big everywhere, and everybody's going to go through it at one point, So, and I wish these guys would understand that just because you run to the doctor now and everything is okay, it's in range, that doesn't mean that it's going to go bad 5-10 years down the line. You know what I mean?
6 months.
Yeah. So, my calcium score is 0. Yeah, it's supposed to be 0. You're 26 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you see what happens and people blaming COVID and all that shit, I don't really buy that because it started before. So I just hope that some of these guys understand that there's life after bodybuilding, and you can decide now how you want to live.
I think there's a bunch of bad information. You'll hear the young kids talking about the cycles guys are doing, and they're bigger than me. They have to be taking more, and it's like,
they accused us of doing these kind of
every
cycles.
time you guys say this is what I did, they're like, you're a liar.
Yeah,
my trainer takes more, and he's 200 pounds.
Are people surprised when you coach people before, and this is what you do, and are they kind of like, that's it?
Yeah, they said they don't believe it. I said, listen, if you. And I have people, I stopped coaching, so this is actually my last weekend where I'm completely retired. And then I have guys, and when they want to come on the team, I ask them, I literally have a questionnaire where I ask them, I said, I need to know what you've been doing. And then I get this answer. I was like, what are you doing? I said, why so much? I get the stupidest answers.
My former coach told me this.
Even more stupid than that. I was like, I get it so cheap. That's the answer. I said, okay. And then I want to tell these guys, I said, okay, so we're going to have to go in with like a half of that for now. And then they switch coaches because they said that he's not.
Or they'll tell you they're doing, they lie and they take more.
Yeah. Most of them.
And then it's a liability for you.
Yeah. That's why I stopped coaching, because this is too risky for people. You know, if you have to do it, then you have to be very careful, because
all the drugs in the world can't fix shitty genetics.
That's number one, and number two is like they're going to come after you because you tell them to do it.
Yep. Technically, if you told them to do it, you're prescribing.
Yeah.
You have a medical license.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah.
So what's the rest of the year look like for you? After the year, you said you're traveling some?
Yeah, I got to go Dubai Muscle Show on the 21st.
Are you there for the products or?
Yeah, supplements, yeah. Then I'm coming home, and then I'm flying back to Germany. I have another show on November 15th, and then the Dennis James Germany on the 22nd of November. Then come back on the 24th, and then fly to Thailand on the 27th. So then I'll be gone for 3 months.
Sound like him. He's
chilling.
He's ready to go on a tour right now.
Chilling. Where you going? You coming to Thailand?
I'll fly over it.
Yeah.
Philippines, Hong Kong, Macau, China, Singapore, Dubai, South Africa.
I'm going to the Philippines and Australia too with a friend of mine who's traveling. I said, listen, I'm going to tag along with the wife.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I tell him all the time, man.
So why don't you get out?
The world's so beautiful, man.
The long plane rides just bother me a little bit. But I would, if I can just get somewhere and then just stay in a vicinity, I would do that.
Yeah.
See, I got like half my trip booked, and I don't know when I'm coming back. So I got it booked to this point. At that point, I'm going to say where else. Backpack, go.
I'm too German for this. I got to have my shit planned. I got to know exactly.
Well, I got to plan
where I'm going, where I'm staying, and when I'm coming
back.
Till
the 20th of November, it's planned. I don't know where I'm going from there. Maybe
when are you leaving?
Monday. When the Olympia's over, we're doing a podcast. My bags will be right here. I'm going straight.
Are you going by yourself?
No.
Oh, okay. So you guys travel together. So that's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told my wife, I said, we go to Thailand, and I'm bringing the daughter, the husband, and the grandbaby. I bring all of them, right?
Oh, nice.
So we're going for 4 weeks, and they have to go back home.
And where do you stay when you're there? In a hotel or actually house?
No, I have the first week we're going to be in Bangkok. I have a big apartment, like a 3-bedroom apartment booked. And then from there, we're going to go to Koh Samui for a week. I have a bungalow there for the week.
What's that like?
It's an island. It's an island. Nice island. So I'm going there for a week. And then from there, we're going to go to Pattaya for 2 weeks, where I already have an apartment. It's like 2-bedroom, a nice apartment. And then they're going to go back on the 27th, and then me and the wife's going to hang out. We're going to go around, going to Chiang Mai, going everywhere. And then
Thailand's amazing.
I'm looking for a place where I can leave my stuff. So I don't.
So you want to be kind of global at that point?
Yeah, I'm going to have a steady place. I already have my retirement visa approved over there and everything. I got it approved in 1 day. I thought it's going to take 15 days.
If you need to go to Germany, there's a lot of direct flights to Frankfurt.
Direct from Frankfurt.
Easy.
Yeah.
On Lufthansa and...
I told her, I said, we're staying until February. Why? I said, what about Christmas? I said, Christmas is in Thailand too. But it's a beach. And not in Arizona. It's just desert.
And cold.
Yeah. So I told her, we're going to Thailand. You see her family's there, her sisters, her brothers, her mom.
Just love it.
Yeah.
I tell them this all the time, man.
The food. The food. I have stomach issues. Huh?
You said you don't eat.
I don't eat, but when I eat, I eat clean.
Yeah.
I eat clean. Still here. I don't eat shit, but I have always stomach issues here. I go to Germany. I go to the bakery. I eat bread. I eat everything. I never have an issue. Thailand, 0. I come back home. 2 days later, it starts. It's the food here, man. Even if you buy the meat. Huh?
He says this all the time.
You know what I did this last time?
You buy the meat, they got shit in there, man. It's just because we don't eat out.
Yeah.
We cook at home.
So Regan has a bunch of stomach issues. Mm-hmm. And the first time he went to Italy, I said, eat some pizza. He's like, I can't. My stomach. I said, just eat it.
Yeah, you be all right.
You eat pizza there and it goes to you better than diet.
You hear this, Mel?
It's dead serious.
You'll never go to these places, though.
Regan looks good, man. I'm surprised.
Yeah, he does look good, right? That's why.
So that's another one that could be in the top 10. We don't really have him in there.
I don't make any predictions, but he's going to hurt a lot of feelings.
Yeah.
Shea structure, size.
But you know what? We say this every year. Yeah. We say this every year. Everybody, because when we predict, what do we think?
That's why I don't do predict. We don't do.
But when we predict, they
I know,
come.
You just asked
come
me
in
who's
on
gonna win, and
yeah.
I said I'm not going to say. But I like any one of these guys. Like, how can you count?
There's like 6 guys that technically could win,
Yeah, but when we always predict that everybody's 100%.
and there'll be 2
How many
people
times
100%.
exactly. How many times have you seen a show where the top 10 were 100%?
I'm actually excited to watch.
You know what makes this year crazy? In the last 4 years, there's been different Mr. Olympia. From Dorian Yates until Phil, there was the same amount as in the last 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's nobody, either Samson's going to become number 2, or another guy is going to do what you did and get it back, or a new guy's going to come in and smoke everybody.
If I had to, listen,
Don't do it.
I want to say something crazy. Why are you pushing buttons?
Okay.
No, me.
Oh, it's right on you.
Listen. I think, okay, here's what I say. Samson is going to win if he's on. And by judging him by his appearance at the
I agree.
Romania,
Yeah.
judging him by
He should.
dead serious and he understands that he needs to bring the condition in order to repeat.
Yes.
If he's not, I say Nick Walker is taking the Olympia. I know it.
That's not a crazy prediction.
I know it doesn't make a lot of sense for a lot of people,
Well, they don't understand bodybuilding.
but yes, exactly. You don't understand the aura that Nick has when he steps on stage, especially after Pittsburgh. I think, you know what? You know how Nick normally says, I'm winning the Olympia. I think deep down in his mind, the only thing he wants to make sure of is that he beats Derek.
That's another fair assessment.
I think he don't care where he places as long as he beats Derek. And I think the same for Derek. I think Derek.
So now I'm going to ask another wild card.
Yes.
What happens if Andrew Jacked comes in, crazy condition, glutes? Can he leapfrog everybody?
I don't think so. And I'll tell you why. Because I don't think that he had the time to make the necessary improvements that he needed to make.
From Germany.
Yes, especially quads from the side. There's just too many things missing. He has beautiful shape and everything, but it's too much missing, and I don't think he has the time to fix that. And he's not 25 or 30, he's up there too. So can it be done? Yeah, maybe. But if he does, then he's dangerous too.
Yeah.
It's funny how Milos don't talk more about Andrew, because around the Arnold time, Andrew was the one. So it's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun.
We learned a long time ago, don't make predictions because there's too many variables.
Yeah, I change my prediction every week already. So now I change it again from last week, and on Friday at the podcast, I'll probably change it again.
So I think Friday what you need to do is that live again where you shit on people and then make your last predictions.
No, I do the live podcast from the expo.
Yeah, no, but I think you need to do your live.
That's
on Instagram
insane.
where you shit on
I
people.
leave on Instagram now.
Yeah, that's Instagram. Yeah, that's Instagram. No, that's not. No, they're going to shit. I don't want to get banned.
Well, listen, man, we're glad you came on.
Yeah, thank you.
You know you got stuff
My
to
pleasure,
do.
man. It was about time I come
You
here.
were one like we wanted forever. We had to make sure you got time.
Yeah, no, it was fun. It's fun, man. It's fun. We done already?
Done, man.
Really? 2 hours?
No.
Hour and 10.
That's nothing. Shit.
You
You
got,
hungry?
No, nobody knows who's on the camera on the other side.
what did you eat on the way driving?
Why did you coming around?
I went to IHOP in Kingman.
Okay.
I had to, believe it or not, I had the Rise and Shine, Rise and Shine,
Cafe?
55 plus.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah, at IHOP. I didn't even know. I go through the menu and it's like 55 plus. I said, what's the difference? The price is a little cheaper. I said, let me get a Rise and Shine. And then I was hoping she's going to ask me, are you 55? Bitch didn't say nothing. I was like, God damn it.
And you gave her the AARP. There you go.
Hey, you're a couple years
I
away.
know. 3 years.
I'm 60 though, bro.
You're
You're still a baby.
I'll get there quick. It
Years.
goes
A lot
fast.
of-
You know, when
a
you
lot
get
of things
50s, it
change
goes,
in 8 years. Trust me.
You know what? I'm on a mission now that you've heard it from Dennis. We need to get you to go to
You need
Asia
to-
for a month.
I know you traveled the world.
I hope
too,
someone
but you never
pays me
see
to
shit.
go.
Yeah, that's it.
But here's the thing, Jay. You traveled the world because of fucking bodybuilding.
Yeah, of
you don't
course.
see shit.
I know. Because you just
You
wanted
need
to get
start
it.
fucking living fucking life, man. it's nice to make money and all this, but if you don't get around, what the fuck you doing?
I told you that 20 years ago when we were in the nightclubs.
Yeah.
Drinking shots. Come on.
I just don't go as much out of the U.S. I do travel still.
I know, but there's so much more to see, man.
I know.
You know, and the good thing is, it's different if you can't afford it and you got to fucking work all year to save enough money so you can go to Thailand for like 10 or 15 days. But
dude, this is the first year you're going there for that length of time. So,
but that was not. I'm still going. I take my family every year. We go to Spain. We went to Switzerland.
What's your favorite spot? Obviously
I can't say because I always travel.
People talk about Spain a lot, though.
I can tell you the airports, the hotels, and the venues. But
like for leisure, what do you like?
I like Australia. I like.
I also like Australia too.
Yeah, I like. Of course, Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Singapore, Grenada, Caribbean island, the last one at the very end. You know, South America. There's so
on and on.
Yeah, man. There's so much to see. If you don't get out, you're typical American.
Well, we hope we see some pictures.
I send them pictures everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Last year we did Philippines.
You go to the Philippines.
I went to Cambodia.
Let me tell you. Yeah.
I needed to go see Angkor Wat.
I
had to see Angkor.
I think Cambodia now or Vietnam right now is like Thailand 30 years ago. I'm going to see.
Da Nang's like Miami.
Yes.
But he went to Philippines, but you went for 5 minutes.
No, we were there for 6 days.
So when I went to Thailand in July, I was supposed to go to Da Nang. I have my flight, my ticket, my hotel, everything's booked. Mm-hmm. And literally 2 days before, we changed it to say, fuck it, let's go to Thailand.
So right now, tentatively, I said everything's booked through South Africa. My tentative plan is from South Africa right to Da Nang. Yeah. I want to go spend a week. And then I want to go to and then I want to go to Palau, east of Philippines, and then Guam, and then home.
Guam is nice. Guam is nice. But Philippines, the best, nicest beaches you'll ever see.
That's what he said, yeah. You said it was your least favorite spot.
Well, we went to Boracay this last time. I wouldn't go back to Boracay.
You didn't like it?
No, it was cool, but I would have rather have gone to like Cebu or somewhere a little more.
Boracay is kind of like you don't even wear shoes. You're on the sand all day.
It's really packed.
Yeah.
But there's 10,000 islands there. There's a million places.
But then you travel like this, you go there for 2-3 days and then you move.
Go to the next, yeah.
You know. But Thailand, you would like that.
We went to Indonesia. I'd never been to Bali, but I've been to like Jakarta. We went to Bali, and it's like I could spend 5 years there.
My first date with my wife, I took her to Bali.
Oh. Yeah. Bali, it's weird because you can go to a beach setting and you can go up in the jungle where it's like you feel like you're on another planet.
He got engaged over there.
Oh, did you? Yeah. I know. I see you posted. Yeah, I know. When are you going to get married? Oh, you are. When did you get married?
5 months ago.
Oh, so you just
I just didn't
on the low.
No, we'll do a formal one.
Oh, okay.
You know, a formal one. That one we'll post.
I'm 24 years now, coming up. Shit, time flies, bro. You're married too, right?
No, I'm just engaged for a long time, but pretty much.
He's a businessman.
No,
but I'm at a point where I was like, it's
too late now.
Keeper.
Yeah,
I've heard two of my uncles say that.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I got a jackpot. My wife is, you know her. Yeah, you never met my wife. Right?
Well, she puts up with you, so I mean,
through all my shit.
Yeah,
bro, she put up with me before I had money. Think about that for a minute.
Loyalty.
How did you do that?
Yeah.
Dennis is going to help me get you overseas.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, bro. I appreciate it so much. I wish I could come on your live podcast, but it's hard for me to come over there. So, yeah, maybe we could get security meld of, you know. Yeah.
I got to see if I could get in the spot first.
Huh?
Yanked off the plane.
All right, we're out.
All right, thanks.
All righty.